I'm Richard Leafe and I'm the Chief Executive of the Lake District National Park Authority. I'm in charge of the National Park, and I suppose there are three components to that. I look after the staff and the volunteers. We have 200 staff and 400 volunteers, and the staff tend to cover three kind of areas. Planning with the Planning Authority for the National Park, ranger services, looking after and managing the fabric of the National Park, and also looking after visitors. Our job is essentially to manage the dilemma of how we conserve and look after a spectacular landscape that is the Lake District, whilst at the same time securing the livelihoods of people who live and work here, particularly the hill farming and the tourism industries, and also reconcile the many people who come to visit it, the 18 million people in fact who visit the Lake District, trying to make sure that they get a lot from their visit personally, emotionally, spiritually even, but also contribute to looking after the place and don't damage it. Having a sense of geographic literacy in the way that you look at things really helps deal with some of those nitty-gritty problems. I guess the skill sets that we're looking for, that I think geography really does bring to the fore, is first of all a great ability to communicate, both verbally and written. And that's an important component of what you emerge from after a degree in geography. Numeracy is also really important, and statistics and numeracy have always been a strong element of a geography degree, and that's very helpful here when we're managing large sums of public money. So put all of that together and geographers are very well equipped for the kind of skill sets that we need to employ here running a national park, for example. I had a fabulous student experience, and that cut through not only working on my degree, which was a very collegiate and human thing to do, but also the social side of life in Sheffield, meeting people who had different interests and different talents. Sheffield is a terrific place. It's a really gritty northern town. The local people are fantastic. They're very welcoming, they're very open. It has a nice, mature feel to it. It's very open, it's very green, and of course it's really easy to access the wonderful countryside of the Peak District National Park. And there are very few places like that. In fact, there is nowhere quite like that in the UK, where you've got that beautiful combination of urban and rural immediately adjacent to it and very accessible from it. So as a base to study geography, I can think of nowhere better on the planet than Sheffield. I guess for me, I've been extraordinarily lucky to be able to pursue a career that has always had geography at its heart. And given that when I was at school, I was really taken by geography as a subject because of that ability to get me outside and connected with place and with people. I think that's been a fantastic thing for me to stay with throughout my working life. And I would encourage anybody that sees the world in the same way to continue to pursue their interests and their dreams in relation to geography. And if they do that, a job and a career will just fall around them.